Hey guys, welcome back to Common Lad, where I'm the Common Lad and you're joining me on my journey to make $1 million. So here's the deal. Welcome to another video, welcome to another day on the channel, whatever you want to call it. I was really excited to make this video actually because I want to talk about some really cool things within the reselling space here that kind of came to a realization of after selling on eBay for 5 years. Generally speaking, I'll give you a little bit of backstory here for those of you who are maybe new to the channel or just don't really know. I mainly sell video games on eBay. This is something I've been doing for like the last 5 years. But yeah, what I came to the realization of is that I was buying a ton of video games. I was basically buying everything that I could see, and then they were generally making $4, $5. I think my average sale price now is up to at least $7. But still at that price, it's pretty hard. You have to sell a lot in a lot of video games to make like, $100. And I said this before as well, but if you sold 5 things at 20 versus, let's say 10 items at 10, I had to do some math there, super complex, I know. But it is a lot harder to, you had to deal with 10 items now. It's 10 different transactions, that's 10 different customers you have to package orders to and ship them out for, compared to just 5 at 20. You can take this to a more extreme level with 1 at 100 versus 100 at $1. So that's kind of the view that I've taken on this now as I've started to experiment these last couple months in playing around with other products besides just video games. I think what I've learned from this is that, though video games do sell well as even just a part-time seller, to have, sales every single day is always exciting, but the general amount that we're going to make off each video game, I don't know if it's really worth it in the long run, because you're still only making about $1 or $2. And yeah, when I've done the hourly, checks on them, because I have ran, how long it takes me to actually test them, list them, and everything like that, and then see how much I make on them, which is generally $1 to $2 on those kind of lower margin games. I find that I am, still making enough hourly, about $20 to $25. But, then when that's only if everything sells. So when I started pulling the VHS players, the DVD players, the phones and everything like that, things that are gonna make $40, $50, $100, it's a lot more exciting all of a sudden because now we're pulling in some actual money. Anyway, so quite honestly, I don't really have a solution. I don't know where I'm going with this. I just wanted to kind of explain my thought process I've been having throughout today as I kind of started to think more and more about the differences between me selling items at $5. Again, it's the, you can sell 100 items at $1 a piece, or you could sell 1 item at $100 a piece. Which one would you prefer to do? And the workload difference and how much more we could maximize. Because I feel like my time is quite honestly maxed out with the amount of video games I have, and then it's still limited to, making $25 an hour or $20 an hour. That is, of course, if everything sells. Versus if I can sell more and more items at a higher price and then spend maybe the same amount of time but get a lot more money-wise and more listings up in terms of higher value listings. Anyway, just a thought there. I think I'm going to really start to focus now on some higher priced items. I will probably still buy a couple video game lots here and there, and I want to still obviously try to sell some video games, but I'm thinking the drop shipping store for the video game or for well-played games might actually be a really cool idea, because that kind of is a hands-off thing where I can maybe make a little bit of money that way as well. So we're going to definitely experiment with some stuff. I've just been thinking about it all day. But anyway, with that all said, I'm going to buy a disc refurbisher. I know after that whole thing about like maybe I shouldn't sell video games, we're going to buy a disc refurbisher today. We're going to be looking at the JFJ Easy Pro. Super pumped about it. Because of course we have an entire shelf. You guys watched last episode when we reorganized all the shelves. We have an entire shelf where the stuff has got to be refurbished. I bet there's probably about $500 to $1,000 worth of stuff there that we can easily take and flip. So I'm really pumped about that, and if we can get this thing ordered today, hopefully it'll come within the next couple days, and then we can start testing those items, or at least refurbishing them, then testing them, making sure that they work. But yeah, let's start off today by just simply hopping on the computer, looking at the JFJ Easy Pro. I've already done my research on it, but I'm curious as to what we can get the actual price per item to be refurbished down to, because quite honestly, if we can't get, if it costs me $1 or $2 to refurbish each game, I might not even bother. So let's see if we can figure it out. I haven't been able to find much information as to how much it will cost per disc, because then there's a bunch of different solutions, and based on the condition of the disc you have to change it or do different things, and it costs different amounts, I'm sure, per disc. Let's go see if we can get a general estimate though of how much it'll cost. Hopefully I'm aiming for around 10 to 20 cents and no more than that, so we'll see if we can get there. Alright, so I don't really feel like doing a screen recording right now, but this is the system right here, and if you look down here, it goes for $129 US. This is at the 110 volts, and only with 100 repairs. You can upgrade this to 200 repairs, but it's pretty expensive, so I want to see if we can just get just 100 repairs to start. But let's see if we can actually go find somewhere else that can sell us the solutions and stuff that will actually get us a better price. Okay, I know the screen recording is not ideal, but check out right here, a 12-ounce bottle is enough to last for 1,000 repairs. So that actually is not bad at all, and this is from a guy on eBay who sells a pack of 4 of them for $70. Actually, it's about $100 when you factor in shipping, but still, that's pretty good. All right, so here's the deal. I think I will actually go ahead and place an order for that, because for about $100, or so, you can get like literally 3,000 discs done, which is pretty good with all the solutions and whatnot. I think that's more than I'll ever need for $100. And that means 3 cents a disc. If you just do the basic math on that, 3,000 discs, $100. That's, 3 cents a disc, that's correct. So, yeah, I mean, that's a pretty good price, generally speaking. So I think it'll definitely be worth it. It's just a matter of now finding a good deal on the system. On JFJ's website, they have them for about 130 US, which I think in Canadian is like 170 or something like that, I don't know. But then also they have a couple on eBay that are like 130 Canadian used. That might be the better route to go, and then I spend another 100, it comes out to 230. We get the formulas and the system for about 3,000 discs, but I'm not sure what kind of buffer pads they come with and all that stuff, and the buffer pads are very expensive. So I might just go ahead and order a brand new one off JFJ's website. Anyway, I'm gonna get to that later tonight. For right now, actually, let's just hop into what's sold. All right, let's see what's sold today. We got 6 orders in total. 2 of them were from the wholesale store and the other 4 were from the video game store. First of all, we got the smartphone ring holder. This is a black one, sold for $4.49. And then I pulled this on TikTok and I actually already packed it, but this is a 5 lot of RFID card holders. I'll throw a picture of it up on the screen, of course. We got $3.99 on those. Jumping into the video games that sold, Ratchet & Clank here we bought for $3.99 at the Value Village the other day. In one of the videos, managed to get $7 out of that game, took a best offer on it. James Bond 007, Agent Under Fire, I sold that one for $5.99. We got Fallout New Vegas here, this one sold for $4.99, and then in addition to that, we got the Harry Potter game right at the top. This is a brand new sealed copy of it. I got $13.50 for it, took a best offer. It's been sitting on the page for, I don't know, probably 6-7 months now. So I'm glad to get that out of here. But yeah, I made $13.50 on it. I think I paid like $2 or $3 for it. So there we go. Okay, got all those 6 orders packaged up. All right, so I picked out 2 items I want to get listed today. We've got this Panasonic, this is a Toshiba. This is the 4-head cassette recorder. I guess it's just a regular VHS with a recorder built in. And then at the bottom here we have a Panasonic VHS. This is the one that we got for free, and this one we paid $5.99 for. Hopefully we can get some good money. I can't remember what I saw for comps on them, but let's go ahead and just get some photos, get them tested, and then we will get them listed. Okay guys, so this one is tested and ready to go. Unfortunately, the Panasonic one was giving me a little bit of trouble. I was having some issues getting signal of it. Then the remote was totally broken, like there was pieces snapped off on the inside, so that was not going to work. And then I realized it was only like a $40 system after looking it up. And then there was a line on the screen. It just gave me a whole bunch of issues. So I don't feel like tooling around with it today. Maybe I'll play around with it another day, see if I can get to work. However, I'm going to leave it for right now because it's already getting pretty late and I still got to make it to the post office. Anyway, we got the Toshiba up and ready to go here. So I'm going to take some pictures of it. There's a couple cosmetic issues with some scratches and whatnot, but otherwise it's in pretty good shape. So I think I'm going to try to get it up. I'm not sure how much this one goes for. I haven't looked it up yet, but it's working and we're good to go. All right, I'm gonna give you another bad screen capture, but the listing is finished there. $39.99 is what I put it up for because it has no remote. I think that's still a pretty decent price and hopefully we'll get it. Anyway, we can go ahead now and update the momentum board. November 14th, 1 item at $40 total. Not the worst, but not the best. All right, so that's gonna finish up what we have going on today. Unfortunately, we didn't get too much done, too much listed. However, we did figure out that the JFJ machine is gonna be worth it for us, which is fantastic, which means I'm gonna go ahead and place that order tonight. I just need to do a little bit more research on my own to figure out if I wanna buy one on eBay or buy one on right off their website, Amazon. I'll go and look around, see where I can get the best price on one. But once I find one that I like, I'm gonna go ahead and place the order hopefully tonight, and then I should have it by next video. And also something super exciting is that the next video is going to be all based around Shopify, and quite honestly, I'm not a super pro with Shopify. I don't know all the all the features, all the stuff. I'm not really experienced in it by any means, but I'm going to be playing around with launching a drop shipping store for Well Played Games. And this is just going to be a store that we're building for Instagram, using Instagram influencers as well as my own page to hopefully promote products through it and make some sales. So if that goes well, it should be really cool, but I've got the website already all finished, so there's not going to be like a tutorial on how to build one or anything because I don't think I'm qualified to give you that just yet. However, I did manage to go ahead and put a website together, so hopefully we'll be able to launch it and maybe make our first sale. Anyway, that's the plan for either tomorrow or the next day, so stay tuned for that. And thanks so much for watching this video. Again, lots of great hustle content coming up with the Shopify with more eBay stuff. If that sounds like something that would interest you, please consider subscribing. And with that, I will see you guys all in the next video.